Hello, fellow crypto YouTubers. This is coinpicker.us again. I'm on my site, coinpicker.us, where you can go ahead and sign up. So it's coinpicker.us. Got to check out that US up there. So you can go ahead and sign up for the top 10 coins predicted to rise rapidly. Have made dramatic improvements in the algorithm that show the price trend indicators for which coins are going to be rising. And it essentially levels it out a bit because some of the data I was getting was too fast. Most people couldn't trade it, but now the data is leveled out, so it's much more identifiable and tradable. And you definitely want to sign up and get the top 10 coins that I talk about and also that are highlighted by the algorithm, plus some other things that are coming up. We've got, let me show this to you right now, a coin report that I'm going to be publishing shortly. It's all automatic with some tweaks for custom analysis, but it goes farther in depth than any other source of coin analysis that I'm aware of, maybe short of a professor reading the code. Other than that, it does just about everything. In any case, let's talk about some exciting coins that I have found that I want to share with people. By the way, I am not in these coins yet. I have not bought these coins yet. So I'm not talking my own book. Now I have, just to recount what I talked about before, let's look. I don't even think my coin that I like is up here. No, it's not. Let's see if Medibloc is up here. And it is not. Let's check with everybody's favorite. Let's see here. Right here, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I talked about Viuly, and it immediately had a pretty nice pop even when everything else was down. Whoa! Look at that. Okay, I did not expect that. I talked about that in my coins, and believe me, nowhere near enough people were watching it for me to have an impact at all. I wish that wasn't the case, but it's the case. I just started with this YouTube business, and I love YouTube. I have a great deal of respect for everybody who's publishing on YouTube. I want to make sure that I'm not telling you what has happened, but I'm telling you what will happen. That's my game. There are a lot of people who do wonderful jobs with crypto news. That's great, and I'll cover a bit of it, but my goal is to keep you informed about what is coming next, and that's what I think I did with Viuly. Nobody was paying attention to it, hadn't heard anybody mention it. I used my own two eyes and my brain to find it, and then I talked a little bit about it, and now it has bumped up dramatically. In fact, that's roughly a threefold hit from just a couple of days ago when I was talking about it, so I'm thrilled about that. I did not expect that. Completely honest reaction. Now, Medibloc, I also talked about, had a huge bump up. Today it's taking a rest, but let's just show you what it did over, let's just show you what it did. Okay, that's 1 day, 7 days. I'll show you what it did over 7 days, okay? If CoinMarketCap will cooperate. Yeah, I talked about it a couple of days ago, and it went bam, all the way up there. Again, I had zero influence about it. I did not see anybody else talking about it. And there's some fine channels out there doing some great work, but nobody was talking about it. I researched it in depth. I showed on this YouTube channel that it was a valid space for them to be in, Medibloc, in terms of what they're focusing on, and valid team, and they're very close to having ongoing projects. Huge. Viuly has the team, has the site, has the projects. They just need the attention. And obviously, they're beginning to get that. So I already bought in. I didn't buy in huge. I wish I'd bought in more now, obviously. But it was a pain in the rear. I'll probably buy in a little bit more right now. But hopefully, those of you that are following this or watching me joined in. Also, you've signed up for my reports. Now, let's talk about another one that I think some people may have talked about. I haven't heard about it. MicroMoney. And why do I like MicroMoney? Not so much that they're offering anything particularly unique. They really are not. What they are doing, though, is focused in an area that other people are not focused in as much. And I'll show you why I say that. This is what's really impressed me about it. Well, let's look at the team. They have the Eastern European influence. They have Asian influence dramatically. And then they're also in Africa. And they're in Sri Lanka. They're in developing areas that are in desperate need of this kind of distributed network for free loan or low interest loans and for unbanked people. Myanmar, wow, it's amazing they're in Myanmar, but they're distributed. So this is a valid operation as far as I can tell. I am not in it yet. I will be in it shortly. But I just wanted to break it to those of you who are choosing to follow my channel and watch what I'm talking about. The other one is CoinLancer. Upwork has 9.7 million freelancers on the system. Probably 20% of them are doing decent business. Who knows? But say 20%. So that's roughly 2 million people. Could be a lot more, but let's say 2 million people. The prices range from thousands of dollars an hour to $10 an hour. But at 2 million people billing every month, it's an enormous business. So CoinLancer is going to yank the 10 to 20% overhead that Upwork charges and distribute it in a way so that people pay less for the freelance project and the freelancer makes more, and smart contracts handles all the administrative stuff. I'm not seeing anybody talk about CoinLancer. I find it to be an intriguing possibility. Let's look and see where it is right now. So Medibloc we talked about. MicroMoney, let's see what that's doing. Down 1.35%. Awesome. That's the time to buy. But that's actually not very down. Look where it is. So their social feed is quite live, which is important. First thing I check, what markets are they in? They're in some decent sized markets, but they're not in the biggest. Obviously, they're an Ether token. They're not in the biggest. Mercatox is apparently having significant issues. I know Ryblox is working with them, but they're not in the biggest ones at all. They're Asian focused too. So it's MicroMoney still has the opportunity and very low total supply. Look at how low that total supply is. So I'm a total buyer. I'm going to be buying into MicroMoney. I think it's a very strong operation based on what I'm seeing in terms of their personnel and their team and their focus. As far as their technology goes, it's basically using an Ether token. Their technology is not the prime mover of their price. The team, their organization, their concept will be. I think that, and also their site is first class. So MicroMoney, great. CoinLancer, beautiful site, beautiful map. They're supposed to be coming out. Well, it's already happened. The constant improvement of CoinLancer platform in addition to features. So it's already happening. Register, log in. CoinLancer utility token. If they grab a portion, and I think they could grab more than a small portion, but let's say they grab a portion of what apparently must be a multi-billion-dollar market, then CoinLancer, which is currently at, let's see where we're at on that. Ooh, there it is. Okay, it's 49 cents. 300 million total supply. Relatively low these days. Doesn't even have a market cap. Volume is very low. I'm sure they're not on very many markets. They aren't. Hit BTC, Ether Delta. Once again, Ether Delta pain in the rear, but worth checking into. I like these two projects a lot. They're legitimate. They're going after decent sectors. They offer significant utility. Their marketing is spot on. I am a buyer. I will be buying CoinLancer as well. I'm not in it, but I wanted to share it with everybody. So more projects to pay attention to. Now, the overall market. Where are we at with the overall market? An interesting thing happened, and I'm going to get into some more technical analysis. Obviously, with my site, Coin Picker, and all of these indicators, I'm very familiar with technical analysis. I'm a big believer in it at the right point in your cycle of decision. Meaning, you have a great macro trend, then you have a minor trend that you're picking at, a minor sector, and then you have your micro movements. That flash that you saw was the database updating. And your micro decisions are what coins you're going to go into, and your buy points and your sell points. That's where these indicators come in. These are the coins going down the fastest. These are the ones rising the fastest. Like BTC, NLG, BTC Sphere. These are probably ones a lot of people haven't even heard of. MaidSafe coin, obviously, is having a good jump right now. And this is the easiest way to find it. It's not done on a 24-hour basis. No, not like CoinMarketCap. I'm doing it on a 3 to 30-minute basis. So you know right away when that coin is taking off. Even if you're not looking at the screen immediately, you know right away when the coin is taking off. And it surveys all 200 plus coins. Well, it's actually closer to 300 or 400 plus coins on Bittrex, and shows when to hold, when they're not doing very much, and of course when they're dropping. So go ahead and sign up there. But the bottom line is, if we look at, okay, that's not what I want to see. This is, if we look at what's happening, let's take a 1 month point of view for right now. All right, we had our peak. We had a peak. Well, that's not showing the peak. Let me go to 3 months. We had a peak. All right, so this is total market capitalization. I thought for some reason I thought the peak was later, but okay. So yeah, so we had a peak in market capitalization, then we dropped down. Absolutely normal. Now, the strong likelihood is we will find support in this region right here. I'm not doing moving averages right now. I can just tell you based on what I'm seeing that that's more or less where the moving average will touch. The moving average would definitely be going up this way. Quite a decent likelihood that we could eventually bounce down to the moving average. And then, because we're in a bull trend and it hasn't been violated at all, we're probably going to crest that, which was, I think, as I recall, was 824 billion. Okay, we're probably going to crest that, and that would be a fine time to bounce up right to the $1 trillion mark. Now, once we hit that, it'll be an exhaustion, overselling point. Get out while you can for the most part. There'll probably be a little bit blow over. It'll drop down. But the market is still in a beautiful uptrend that will continue for quite a long time. So where am I at? I'm at 10 minutes. Hopefully this has been, well, I believe it has been very valuable. I know that the Viuly pick that I talked about the other day was significantly valuable. That already tripled. I think CoinLancer and MicroMoney have great moves ahead of them, no matter what the market does. These are valid operations. So Coin Picker signing out. Go ahead, sign up, get onto the list so that you can get access to the coin reports and also the top 10 moving reports. So if you want to do a little bit of day trading, which I encourage everybody to engage in it. I mean, there are 3 and 4x movers happening in a day. And when you're on the right coin, like Viuly that I pointed out, it's moved up 3x. Medibloc tripled in 2 days. Buy in, sell out. You don't have to sell everything. Just sell out your basis, what you paid for, basically, and ride the free money. Let the money that was earned as a profit, let that ride. Or what I'll often do is I'll just take half of my investment out, let the other half ride. That way you own an enormous number of coins that have all been paid for. You don't have to worry about it. You have fresh capital to invest somewhere else. Great. We will see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you.